Guys, Aston Villa 2, West Ham 1. Today, we saw a new West Ham team under Graham Potter, and this is Graham Potter's first game with the West Ham team. I wasn't disappointed at all. I kind of loved the way they played. We are going to talk about that game. We're also going to talk about the performance of Mohammed Kudus. Today, he did not play as a winger. He did not play on the right wing. He did not play on the left wing. He was deployed more of an attacking midfielder slash an auxiliary striker. And we are going to talk about his performance and how well he did in that particular position amongst many others. So guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. Aston Villa versus West Ham. If it was Lopetegui managing this West Ham team, I would just say outright, Aston Villa straight win. But then with Graham Potter, I was waiting for that new manager bounce to kick in, and it kicked in especially in the first half. There was a spark within the team. West Ham played their best football in the first half of this particular game, and they got the results. They played very well to the extent that they got a beautiful goal, a goal that was initiated by Mohammed Kudus, passed to Somerville, and then Somerville, assisted Paqueta, and Paqueta scored. That was a very brilliant goal, well-crafted goal. But then what impressed me the most is the way they defended in the first half. When they are defending, they are set up in a 5-3-2. So you see Mohammed Kudus and Nicholas Fulcook in front. They are the first line of defense. And I kind of liked it because they did not give Aston Villa any chance in the first half. They played so well. See, the telepathy between Kudus, Somerville, Paqueta, it was so good to watch in the first half. So at a point, I'm like, okay, West Ham are getting it right because seeing Mohammed Kudus play that new role and then he's flourishing in it. A lot of people kind of say Mohammed Kudus hold on to ball too much. But today, we saw a different side of him where whenever he receives the ball, he releases it. He doesn't even need to even dribble. He gets the ball, he passes. He gets the ball, he passes. And I loved how efficient he was on the ball. But then, all in all, West Ham were very brilliant in the first half. And they had the win in the first half. But then in the second half, a lot of things happened. Some players got injured, they were replaced. But what I always complained about under Lopetegui happened today. Using players in their wrong position. You see, in the second half, West Ham decided to play a three-back. When they were playing the three-back, they decided to use Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a wing-back, a right wing-back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is good defensively, but going forward, his problem is like he doesn't really add up to the play of the team. And not only that, bringing in so far, and already West Ham, they have defenders that are mistake-prone. They are self-destruct. They are doing well one time, they lose focus, and they start making mistakes. Second half, that was what happened. Several mistakes. All the goals that were scored were due to mistakes that were made by the defenders. First goal, goalkeeper comes out to save the ball. Soucek already kicks the ball out of the way of the goalkeeper, and then Aston Villa scores. Second one, same thing. Tillman underestimated what Rogers was come to do. You don't underestimate your opponent like that. So, Aston Villa got the second goal. So I'm saying that most of West Ham's defenders, they are self-destruct. Now, at the end of the day, what are the positives we can take from this game? What I'm going to say is West Ham are going to play good football under Graham Potter. I've seen enough to see that Graham Potter technically knows what he's doing, because looking at the way they played today, they played very well today. They were very organized, especially in the first half. You could see the hand of the coach on the team. They played very well until the second half where things got out of hand. But then I think Graham Potter has a lot of work to do because currently they are shorting, forward players. Bowen is not around. Nicholas Fulcook got injured today. Mikel Antonio out. These are three, should I say, first-team players that are out. So if they have to go into the markets, they need a forward, which is very, very important. But guys, let's move away from this and talk about the performance of Mohammed Kudus. Today, he was deployed more as an attacking midfielder, as a number 10. But then every single time you see him, he was mostly closer to the center forward. He was picking the pocket of spaces behind the center forward. So I felt like he was playing more or less like an auxiliary striker when the occasion arises. And he handled that position very well. playing as a number 10, playing in the middle, and allowing Paqueta to go to the left and allowing Samabo to go to the right. It worked for them in the first half because Mohammed Kudus is one player that knows how to transition the ball very well. And it's one player that it is very difficult to dispossess Mohammed Kudus. So I think he played that position to my liking. He did not dribble too much. He was not too much, exaggerating on the ball. Whenever he had the ball, the pass was going. Whenever he had the ball, the pass was going. And then I was hoping that people would notice that and say that, oh, this is the Kudus that whenever he comes to the national team, people will be complaining. He holds on to ball too much. He holds on to ball too much. But today, it was different. He was not holding on to ball. He was actually playing that position like he should. And I kind of like it. And I like the fact that he's showing us how versatile he can be, depending on the position the coach tells him to play. So if you tell him to play the left wing, he's going to play. Right wing, he's playing. Number 10, attacking midfielder, he's playing. If you tell him to play false 9, he's going to play that position for you. And today, Mohammed Kudus kind of gave the team a different dynamics, and I'm really, really happy about it. As I said, I don't regret watching the football. The West Ham game, I don't regret watching it. They actually, came with a fight. It was just rather unfortunate that in the second half, they went in a self-destruct mode. They should have actually stood their grounds, and they had a few opportunities that I felt like Danny Ings and other players should have scored. But then, all in all, I'm going to rate West Ham's performance 6/10. It wasn't bad. It was above average. It was quite different from what we saw under Junior Lukiteki. Players played very well. So, guys, this is my own takes on this. Let's take a look at Mohammed Kudus' performance in numbers very, very quickly. You can see that on your screen. I'm pulling my out very, very quickly. Now, he was rated 6.3 by SofaScore. In fact, if you take a look at his performance, Mohammed Kudus is part of the lowest rated players on the pitch. I think the reason is because of the position he played today. He did not get much of the ball, but at any time the ball came to him, he was effective with it. Now, let's move on and take a look at his performance in numbers. He played the full 90 minutes. He had a total touch of 35, accurate passes completed 17 out of 23, accumulating to 74%. 2 key passes, long ball successful 2 out of 3, shot on target 1, block shot 1, ground balls won 1 out of 8, aerial balls won 1 out of 3. If you take a look at his defensive aspects in that game, he made 1 clearances and also 1 interception in that game, and he was rated 6.3 by SofaScore. As I said, the position he played today, he did not get much of the ball to be able to over-elaborate, dribble, and do all those things. So if you kind of take a look at his dribbles, I mean, it's not much. You can take a look at it. It's just like 1. He did not really dribble in this game, but more had to do with the passes, and he gave 2 key passes in the game today. 1 actually resulted into a goal. So as I'm saying, Kudus today showed a different side of him, a side that we normally see in the national team, that we hardly see in the club side. And he played that position very well. So in my opinion, I see the player maturing. Only he's learning the game. He's understanding that role demands different responsibilities from him. So, guys, this is my own takes on the performance from the team and also from Mohammed Kudus. Let me know your thoughts about it. Do you think Mohammed Kudus is going to be that guy under Graham Potter? Looking at the fact that today he was not deployed as a winger, he was deployed more as a number 10 / an auxiliary striker. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go right.